You'll be like, bro, email apps are for free. I agree with you. Email apps like Gmail, Mail, Yahoo Mail, they all are for free. But this app is invites only and does something that other apps do not do. It does not send your emails on your behalf, but it does something different. It does something that no other app does. But the real question is it worth $300? Let's dive into that. The app we are talking about is called Superhuman. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Is it worth $300? $300 a year is a lot of money. I agree with you. But is it worth it? Now that depends on what you call worth. Is it worth $300 for somebody who's a student? Probably not. Is it worth $300 for a CEO of a multi-million-dollar company? Yes. Why? Why is it worth their money? It's worth their money because this app saves you a ton of time, keeps your inbox clean, helps you follow up nicely, tells you and shows you who's sending you email by pulling out their LinkedIn profile information automatically. When you're sending email, it shows you when you send the email, did they open the email or not. Now, all these features you can get in other apps too, but they're clunky, they are annoying, the UI, UX is horrible, it doesn't give you that peace. And this app does something very differently. So this app was designed by Rahul Vora, who is the CEO and co-founder of the company. Now, he was a game designer. He leveraged or used the game theory behind this. So you have your inbox. Now you're trying to close out email. Every time you go to inbox 0, you get a new picture on your inbox. Now you're just always constantly chasing that inbox 0. So email has become like a video game. It's fun. I know when I say that, it doesn't sound fun. It's like, yeah, I don't care about a silly picture. But once you start using it, you will realize that. Now there are 3 important things that I want to share with you. 1, this app is invites only, so you cannot get a free trial or something. 2, it saves you a ton of time by using keyboard shortkeys. Everything is a shortcut. Now, some of you might be like, I don't even use shortcuts for anything apart from Control-C, Control-V. I was the same person. But what they do offer you is a luxurious red carpet sort of onboarding where they train you on those keyboard shortcuts in just 30 minutes. It's one of a kind onboarding experience that I've never seen. Just for that, I would pay like $50 for somebody to train me on any product, or like even $100. So that onboarding experience is amazing. Now the third thing is, it's like a new car, right? You have to use it. You have to put a couple of miles on it before that engine starts to work properly. So you might not be getting the value right off the bat. It'll take a couple of weeks for you to get there, but it'll save you a ton of time. It'll make your life easy. It'll help you network better. It'll just drastically change your life. I've been using it for 7 months and it has changed the way I think about emails, I manage emails, and I honestly can't live without this app anymore. Now let's deep dive into some of the features. So right off the bat, you could tell that the design is phenomenal. It's minimalistic, it's clean, it doesn't look cluttered, it's very clean and simple. Now, a couple of other things that you will notice, again, is coming from those shortcuts that's making it faster. So let's say I want to start a new email. I'll just hit C and I can just start writing the email. Now, let's say I'm sending this to test@test.com. Let's say I'm sending it to test@test.com. I'm going to say this is a test. And then something, test this email, whatever the subject line is. Now, when I hit tab, it automatically brings me to the send, and I can do Control Enter and send it, or I can do Control Shift L and send it later. So this helps me schedule my emails. And then I can say 8 a.m., 8 p.m. So let's say I say 6. It says 6 minutes, 6 hours, 6 days. And the moment I do a.m., it understands I'm talking about tomorrow because it's evening now. And then I have to do is just hit Command Enter. it's scheduled. If I don't want to do it, I can just hit undo or Control Z, brings it back. If I want to delete it, there's another shortcut for that. But I'm not going to dive into all the shortcuts today, so let's skip that part. But a couple of the features that I want to talk about. So there's something called snippets. If you notice in your day-to-day work, you're sending a lot of emails that are just same sort of formats, same sort of templates. Maybe you're introducing between partners, you're welcoming people, whatever that may be. You can create quick snippets, and when you get into there, then all you have to do is hit the shortcut key, choose the snippet that you want, and then you can quickly send the snippet. Now, a couple of the things, it's very easy to scroll through this. So let's say if this was their email, it's like, okay, somebody gave me the access. Now, if I just want to be done with this email that I read it, I don't have an action to take, I can just hit E and then it's gone. Now, another great feature is that networking feature or identifying people. Now, as you could see, Stephanie sent me some sort of a marketing email. I don't know who Stephanie is, but on the extreme right side, you would notice that it gives me her profile information. Oh, she's from Boston, a team leader for account executive team at HubSpot. These are some of the emails she has sent. I can click on her LinkedIn profile, or I can go to their website. I can even unsubscribe from the emails. So these are some of the great additional features that really help you network and understand who that person is or where the email is coming from. Now, a couple of the features that I wanted to show you, we talked about scheduling. So scheduling is a breeze. Reminders. So let's say if I want this email to be reminded me at a certain point, I can say someday. If I don't want to, if I just wanted it to be in there, but you know, I don't know when. So you could do these. You can type anytime. Of course, not like that, but, or I could do 9 a.m., 9 p.m., 9 minutes, 90, 60 days, whatever I want to do. So that's great. Now, another great feature is intro. So, and I don't know about you, but a lot of times I get introduced to a lot of people, and I just want to quickly thank that person who made the introduction, move that person to BCC and start on with my conversation. So there's a feature called Intro to BCC. You just hit the short key and boom, it just moves that person to BCC who introduced you, and then moves the other person to in the to email and gets the conversation going. So these are just some of those features. There's a ton of other great features, but mostly around shortcuts and how easy this is. Now, I'm not going to deep dive into each and every feature in this video. There'll be a follow-up video. You can find the link in the description. But if you are an executive or in sales, accounts, or in management who's sending 30 to 40 emails a day, and this app will save you half a minute, then think about it this way. You're saving 440 minutes, which comes down to 7 hours. I'll let you do the maths. But if you're saving 7 hours a month, then I'm pretty sure the amount of money you're making for those 7 hours, if you do the per hour calculation on how much money you make, it's way above $300. So if that saves you 7 hours a month, I think it's worth $300. But I'll let you still noodle on it and decide if you want to get on the wait list or, ask somebody for a referral. And if you want me to keep bringing this sort of content, which are predominantly exclusive apps, productivity hacks for business people or executives, then hit that like button, subscribe so you can keep getting that content, and for me to know that I should produce more of this content and get back to my job. All right, thank you everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. Now, you're just always constantly chasing that inbox zero, so email has become like a video game. It's fun.